Hi, everyone. Welcome to this special guest webinar today with James Hogan of OptionVue.com. My name is David Cosmeter. I'm the creator of TimingResearch.com, and today I've set up this presentation for you to welcome to this special guest webinar. I've set up this special presentation for you today so you can learn how OptionVue can help you improve your trading in this quick 20 to 30 minute session. James has been a long-time product consultant for OptionVue and has helped many people learn how to use this software. So I want to thank him for joining us today and giving this talk to the Timing Research audience. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to him.
Thanks, David. I appreciate it. Happy to be here and share with you a little bit about OptionVue. I can actually, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. And I can actually speak about OptionVue for well over an hour. So I'm going to kind of go do a quick overview of some of the most popular features and some of the capabilities as well. I'm also going to show you how it can help different types of traders. And then at the end, I'm going to just show you some places on our website where you can quickly get more information on the things that I'm going to touch on today. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share my OptionVue program with you. Okay, when you first get OptionVue, this is where you're going to start. This is called the quotes display. And this is completely customizable to, whatever you're trading or desire to look at. I'm able to create different groups that I have here, different watch lists. And besides this initial screen here, I can also create different tabs across the bottom. Okay, so for instance, I'll have an ETF sectors tab. I'll have a futures tab. OptionVue can handle futures. That's one of the many benefits of OptionVue. A lot of people will come to OptionVue because they want better option trading analysis than what their brokers have available. And one of the big things that we offer that a lot of people don't is that you can look at futures and futures options, as well as indexes, ETFs, and equities, and all the options that go along with them. So over here, this is where you're going to be able to create your groups and insert symbols. Across the top, we have some columns here that you can really customize here. As soon as you put a symbol in, you're immediately going to see what the dollar volume of options traded on average is here. And you can quickly see that you've got, of course, the indexes are going to have some of the most liquid for option traders. Down here in the equities, you can see, and basically what we're doing is we're adding, you want to add a couple zeros to these numbers. So these numbers are just representing a scaled down version of what the actual volume of options traded is. Okay, we've also, if you trade underlines that are stocks, you can quickly over here see when their earnings are coming out. Okay, so if you like to trade earnings plays, OptionVue is huge for earnings plays with option trades because of the modeling that's provided with all around the volatility that gets ramped up before earnings and what's going to happen right after the earnings announcement. All that volatility is going to be coming out in OptionVue. There's nothing else out there that really models the volatility crush that happens with earnings plays like OptionVue does. Okay, and like I said, again, you can really customize these column headings and kind of design OptionVue to tailor around what what kind of trading you're doing. Okay, with any of these underlines that I have here, I can simply double click on the symbol and it's going to pull up an options chain for you. Okay, here I pulled up Caterpillar. Okay, let's take a look at something that's traded a lot more. We can look at the SPY. I'm going to double click on that one. And you can really customize this as well. For instance, you can see the colors I have here. These colors represent standard deviations. And that has a lot to do with when you're doing trades based on probability of profit, or you want high probability trades. Basically, standard deviations are kind of the basis for the probabilities of trades being successful or not. We've got the calls on the top and the puts on the bottom here. You can see this pinkish color is the first standard deviation, and then blue is second. When you get out into the white, you're into the third standard deviation. Okay. And you can customize these strikes as well. You can customize what contracts you want to look at. Getting more and more popular are the weeklies. Basically there's one that expires every week now, and then you've got the standard options as well. So you can, really define and go far out in time or come closer in, depending on, how long you're going to be in your option trades for, or what distance from expiration you like to do your trading. Okay. I went ahead and just there's a mock trade on here right now. So I was just going to, once you have a proposed trade that you want to look at here, you would come in here and you could analyze this and see what this is going to look like. Okay. Now we've got a very interesting situation right now because we have a big event coming up next week. Less than a week away, we have the presidential election. So things are modeling really interesting now. You can actually see there's a volatility kind of anomaly here that's happening in the SPY, which is kind of a derivative of the SPX. And what it is you can see that you've got volatility levels that are really high for next week. Okay, this week they're low. And so we've got this situation now where you've got this event happening. And that's really neat. When you're looking at earnings plays, where Apple has their announcement, just for example, say it was going to be on November 15th, you would see very high volatility numbers here, and then it start to run off this way, and then super low volatility is right here. Okay, because there's an event happening. So option traders like to take advantage of those events that come up. Okay, so as another example, so we have this proposed trade on here. I'm going to come over here and actually clear this trade, and I'm just going to do a straight horizontal spread. And I'm just typing in these numbers. -5 means I'm going short 5, and this means I'm going long 5. And then I go ahead and analyze this, and this is what it's showing this trade would look like here. And now what it'll do is it's saving all the trades you're looking at. So you're able to actually start superimposing different trade ideas over each other to see which one's going to give you the best risk reward profile that you're looking for. Okay. It would list these different lines represent different days out into the future. Okay, so if I was to highlight this, it says 11/8/16. Okay, now I can look at that timeline. This will show me where my break even would be. Okay, and it'll give me my P&L for that date and time wherever the underlying price is down here. Okay, so this is the price of the SPY right now. This would be your profit loss. Okay. So that gives traders an edge right there. If they're directional or non-directional, and you want to take advantage of the leverage that options provide, you could come into an options matrix here and start playing around with different trade ideas. If you want to do horizontal spreads, just go long, calls or puts, do different credit spreads or debit spreads. Any kind of trade you can possibly, as complex as you can get, OptionVue will model for you. Okay. Now, the other big feature that OptionVue has always been known for is we have backtesting capabilities. OptionVue has saved data going back to January of 2001 on all the U.S. exchanges every half an hour. Okay, so what's nice about that is you could create a limited number of accounts in OptionVue. And what you would do with those accounts is you can have an account to manage your portfolio. If you have a number of different accounts at different brokerages, you could actually have an account for each of those brokerages in OptionVue, and then have them grouped together so that you can look at the big picture. We've even got some, and let me show you what that would look like. You would have all your positions listed here. It would show you the entire portfolio details, and it would even allow you to possibly find some hedges if you were maybe anticipating just to hedge yourself against, a 5 or 10 or 15% drawdown over any time frame. It'll suggest things for you to do to hedge your portfolio based on a beta delta base. And if you have your whole entire portfolio in here, it'll even rank for you which one would be the best base to hedge with. Okay. So that's part of the portfolio management tool. We have a lot of people that use OptionVue and trade options, but also use it to keep track of, you know, a number of different accounts and positions they have within those accounts. Okay, so back to back testing. What you would do is you would come to the info button here, and you can see that I've created just a number of different back tests I've done, different accounts that I have with different brokerages, and a number of different things I've done to demonstrate OptionVue. But like I said, again, you can have an unlimited number of accounts here. And what you would do is you could set up a new account. Okay, it would ask you, when do you want this account to start? You can pick a date going back to January 2001. And then you would say, how much did this account start with? And then what you could do is come into here into BackTrader, okay? And you can use this little calendar feature, or you can simply come in here and type in a date. And then go ahead and hit enter. And now you're going to watch this. It's all going to change. The whole entire OptionVue system now thinks that it's the market close on May 15th, 2006. Okay, so you'll be able to see where the SPY was trading at, where Caterpillar was trading at, you know, all these things. And there's what Apple was trading at back then. You could even double click in here, and these are the options that were trading at that date and time. So then what you could do is you could put a trade on, step through time, see how it would have performed. A lot of people will come across a strategy that they have read about or want to develop themselves. Well, this is a great way to go ahead and go back in time and step through time, make your adjustments, do whatever trades you're doing, and see what is going to work out best, or how that strategy is going to perform. After doing so, they might even go back again and reduplicate the same strategy they did over that time frame, but actually make a little minor adjustment to see if their performance would have been better. Okay, so what's kind of neat about doing that is if I restore down this matrix here and then put a trade on, I'm just going to do a debit spread here on the call side just for demonstration purposes. And you can do this side-by-side mode now, so you can see what that actual trade is going to look like. Okay, and then what I could do is I started stepping through time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move 2 days into the future here, and this black dot is going to show you where you would have been in 2 days with this trade on. Okay, so Apple had moved down a little bit in that time frame. Let's move forward 4 days now and see where you would have been. So this is what's nice, is as you're back testing, you're able to see what your profit and loss is on the lower portion of the matrix here. And then you can also see where you're at graphically, okay? So that is some of the nice capabilities of OptionVue and its back testing. You can also, like I said, again, do this with futures if you wanted to do futures options trades and step through time with maybe crude oil or gold or silver or corn or wheat. We have all that data for you to be able to do that. Okay, that is back testing. We also have some pretty neat scanning tools. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close out of BackTrader, so that now we're going to be coming back into the market close as of today. And what we have is we have Survey. Okay, Survey uses OptionVue's price charts and volatility charts. We have excellent historical volatility data, so that you can say that I want to see something that has the highest implied volatility right now, and I'm going to rank it that way. And I want to make sure that this underlying stock, ETF, or index is trading at least $100,000 of options daily. That's what that means there. Okay, and I'll hit go, and it'll pull up a quick list for me. Okay, and usually what you can anticipate with a lot of these companies is that either they have an earnings announcement coming out, they're in merger talks with somebody, there's an FDA report coming out about a potential drug that they are waiting to get approval on, and you'll find extremely high implied volatilities, a lot of premium in those options. Okay, and it even ranks them based on percentile. Okay, so this is showing right now that it's in the 99th percentile over the past 2 years of where its normal implied volatility level would be. Okay. Another quick survey I'll do for you is what trades the most options out there. Okay. Of all the ETF stocks and indexes. And it's going to show you, of course, it's the SPX and then the SPY. Then you've got Amazon, Apple, some other indexes. So this is kind of a neat way to say, hey, what's the most liquid thing that trades options out there? So that survey, again, it's looking at price of the underlying and volatility of the underlines. Okay. Then we have Trade Finder. Trade Finder, this is definitely one of my favorite things to use. I use it all the time. What I'm going to do here is let's take a look over here and see if we've got something that has earnings coming up. And it does. Let's see here. 1027. We're looking for 11s here. 11.2. That looks like it's coming after the market closed today. Is that really Biogen? No. Let's look at this one, 11.3. Las Vegas Sands. Coming out, earnings coming out after the market closes, and you can see that it is definitely having an earnings announcement after the market close tomorrow, because look at how high these volatilities are relative to these. Okay, so one thing you could do is you can go to Trade Finder, and I'm going to come over here. I'm going to click this number 1 button to bring in LVS, and I'm going to do a bell curve, and I'm just pulling in all the current information, because OptionVue will know that there's an event coming up and model it past the announcement. Okay, so the announcement is after the market closed tomorrow, which means the volatility crush is going to happen the following day, which is on Friday. So if I pick strategies and I just say, hey, I just want to see what a horizontal debit spread is going to look like using $3,000 and give me the best, give me the expected return, and I'll hit go on this. And it's going to quickly pull up all these strategies for you to consider. Okay, look at this expected return based on using $3,000 worth of capital. Okay, that sounds like it's fantastic. I want to analyze that and see what it looks like. Okay, let's close that and send it to the matrix to see what actually trade it gave me. Okay, it gave me a really far trade, really far out here. Okay, so this is the trade that it's looking at. Okay, this trade would cost a fortune to do because of how many contracts you're doing. But what it's going to do is you would, if you were going to trade this, you know, you could do some smaller amount of shares. Just say you wanted to do, just to see what it looks like, and do 10. So really a lot of things you can do with OptionVue. So if you can actually get filled at this price, which is what the market prices coming in are telling us, this trade will look fantastic. Okay. And so this is where the underlying price is right now. These little diamonds down here are showing you where the market is actually pricing the move. So this is a fantastic tool to find some really, really cool trades. I can go on and on about Trade Finder, but we have some really good videos that you can see more about. I'll do one more for you with Trade Finder. And let me close this right away. And we'll go back to, let's just say we're going to go back to the SPY. Okay. I'm going to clear this trade out that we had on here we were looking at before. And then I'm going to go back into Trade Finder. And let's say that you were directional. Okay. And you thought that the price, this will bring in the current price for you. Let's say that in 3 weeks, you think the SPY is going to be up to 225. Okay. And I'm going to do, let's just say December 1st. That's where this is where you are anticipating, based on some technical analysis or an analyst that you are following, predicts that the price is going to be at that date and time. You can pick some different strategies if you want to. Okay, let's just say long option, because this is a bullish, and we'll say vertical debit spreads, and we'll do those 3. But you could select all of these strategies. These are bullish and these are bearish strategies. Okay, let's say I only want to use $1,000 on this trade. Okay, and I'm going to hit give me the best case return. I'm going to hit go on this, and quickly it pulls up all of these different trades. Now we've got a really interesting situation again, like I said, because of the event coming up within the next week. So you have to disregard these probability of profits, because this is based on standard deviations, when in reality we have a very specific target that we're looking at and we're confident in. So we just want to find the best case return based on our prediction. Okay. So just for the sake of time, this usually takes a little while to run when you select multiple strategies because there's a lot of data for it to look at. Okay, and you don't want to really look at these 1 or 2 or 3 cent spreads here. So there are filters that you could use to get rid of those. Okay, and so that's why it's given us such awesome results. When if you can't get filled at some of these, let's analyze what this one looks like. Okay, this is why it looks like that. So and in reality, you could this is our target right here. You can see it's pretty far away. Okay, but if you can get filled at these prices that are coming in from our brokers, you could set yourself up for some really nice trades here. And again, this is just using Trade Finder. I just picked saying that I wanted to look at 225 as my predicted price, and this is by December 1st. And you can see it's looking at doing a vertical debit spread here out in the December 1 weeklies. That's what that trade is. Okay, and then if you wanted to look at a different trade that is on your list here, I could analyze this one as well. And then again, you can go back to the one you were looking at before, and you can superimpose these different ideas that it's Trade Finder is presenting you. Okay, so that's Trade Finder. OpScan is an add-on with OptionVue. Okay, and what this is very, very customizable, where you can actually write your own formulas. Okay, you can go really into depth in this, but this is for, you're looking at the underlying and you're looking at very option specific things. You can look on, say, I'm looking for a pullback from the last 35-day high. I want very customizable, like I said, formulas that you can do. I'll just click on one and click modify so you can see how this is a very complex scanner, and you're scanning for underlying and option specific parameters. Okay. So there I briefly touched on these here within OptionVue. And let me just pull up a volatility chart so you can see what one of these looks like. Okay, so the blue is going to be your implied volatility, and then the red is going to be the statistical or horizontal volatility. Okay, and we've got percentile rankings of where things are at right now. Okay, again, we've got a little volatility spike happening because of the election coming up. Okay. Besides, these capabilities, there's also some other add-ons with OptionVue. We have a VXX trading system and also a earnings module. You can see these E primes, E overs, pairs, echoes, and runners. Those are all different categories of earnings plays that we search for and backtest and scan for. And if you're a subscriber to that, you get roughly about 70 candidates for earnings plays per quarter. So there's a ton of earnings plays that OptionVue, will provide you. And then you could, click on the earnings planner, and it's going to show you a nice calendar of all the earnings plays that are coming up. And it tells you when to get in, when to get out, and what quality rating they are. Okay. That was a really quick overview. I know we're already 23 minutes in, and I just touched on this stuff. I kind of wanted to bring over the OptionVue website here, and this is actually under the trading tab. Okay, and these are going to be more complex things that would take me a lot more time to explain, but here is where you would come, again, OptionVue.com, click on the trading tab, and you can find out about the earnings plays module, the VXX trading system, which is done fantastic this year. It's up 82% year to date since March, and then OpScan, about how you would create your own formulas. And we have a whole parameter guide that comes with OpScan, and we're available here to help you with any questions or any of the features of OptionVue. Okay, we do offer education and mentoring as well. You can find out more about it here. Under this support tab is where you could come and see our YouTube channel. Click on this, it'll take you to our YouTube channel, and you'll see a lot more in-depth videos that I've done and other people here at OptionVue have done as well. So definitely recommend that you, anything you sign up for, you sign up through the Timing Research page. There's a lot of benefits to doing so. But I think that 25-minute little overview of OptionVue, really quick in a nutshell, will help you kind of see some of the advantages of using OptionVue.
All right, thanks, James. Great presentation.
You're welcome.
Thank you for taking the time to do that tonight for our timing research audience. So
absolutely,
now, everyone should be able to see my screen now, and I'm just going to give you a quick for everyone watching. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of how to take advantage of this special offer that James and OptionVue have been generous enough to make for the timing research audience to get a 30-day free trial. So now if you go to pretty much any page on the timing research website, you should see this orange bar at the top, and that'll direct you to the sign up page for the free trial. If you're watching a recording right now, you should have a link that pops up in the video itself that you can use to go to this page. If not, if you can just click on the deals button in the navigation bar at the top, and then click on OptionVue 8 free 30-day trial. So once you get to this page, just scroll down, and you can see a little more information about what exactly you're going to receive, and then you just fill out this information. Make sure to fill it all out correctly, because someone from OptionVue will be getting in touch with you shortly to help you start your free trial. And just want to point out too that this is a 30-day free trial, and that's even more than they actually offer on their website. So if you go to the OptionVue.com site, you can see that they actually only offer a 14-day free trial here. So so this offer that James and OptionVue are making to timing research tonight is very generous. So be sure to go there and fill this out. And I see that a bunch of you have already filled out the trial form. Harold from New York, Michael from California, let's see, William from Oklahoma, Reggie from Georgia. Welcome to OptionVue, and for the rest of you, be sure to fill that out, and someone from OptionVue will get in touch with you soon. If you have any questions, just go to TimingResearch.com and click on the contact link, or you can reply to any email that you received from TimingResearch.com that goes directly to my inbox, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I think that's it. James, do you have anything you want to add?
No, that's it. Thanks, everybody. Again, everybody here at OptionVue is, happy to answer any questions. And, we also have some really nice remote in software, so we can look over your shoulder and guide you around personally with OptionVue to demonstrate any of the features that I talked about here, or anything else you would like to. But, I appreciate it, David. Thank you for letting me be on here today.
And do you want to share your contact information?
Yeah, let me share that one more time here. And yeah, you can contact me at James at OptionVue. That's OptionVue.com. And the number to reach us here is 847-816-6610.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, James.
Thanks, David.
Bye, everyone.